Welcome to Hush Hollow. Before we begin, before this story makes your eyes go heavy and your thoughts go soft and slow, take just a moment to like this video and to subscribe to the channel. That one small tap is what lets me find you again tomorrow night, and the night after that, and all the quiet nights to come, to help you rest again. Think of it as leaving a candle burning in the window, so that I always know the way back to you. There, now it's done, and you never have to think about it again. So settle in. Let your shoulders come down, away from your ears. Let your hands grow soft and still in your lap or at your sides. Let the blanket settle over you, a little heavier than you are, and let the whole weight of the day, everything you carried, everything you did and did not finish, sink down through you and out of you, into the dark and away. None of it has to come with you where we are going. You can set it all down now, here, at the edge of the water. Tonight, we are going to the sea. At the very end of a long sandy lane, past the last leaning fence post, past the tall grass that bends always in the same direction the wind does, there is a little cottage that looks out over the water. It is the last house before the ocean. Beyond it, there is only the soft gray slope of the dunes, the pale ribbon of the beach below, and then the sea itself, wide and dark and gently breathing, stretching all the way out to where it meets the deepening sky. You arrive in the blue hour, that hushed and tender stretch of evening after the sun has slipped away, but before the night has fully come, when the whole world goes soft at the edges, and the light turns the color of deep water, and everything seems to slow and quiet and wait. The air has the first faint cool of night in it. The birds have gone to roost, and the day behind you is already folding itself away. The cottage is waiting too, the way a good place always seems to be waiting for you. Its small windows glow a soft and honeyed gold, warm against the cooling blue. A single thread of wood smoke rises from the chimney and unravels slowly into the dimming sky. And somewhere close, though you cannot yet see it, the sea keeps up its slow and steady breathing, folding onto the shore and drawing back and folding in again. You walk up the path toward the door. The little wooden gate gives its familiar creak as you pass through, a sound like an old friend clearing their throat in welcome. The sandy path is soft beneath your feet. On either side, the dune grass whispers and sways, leaning toward you and away, and the cool air carries the clean green smell of salt and water and evening. And underneath all of it, underneath your footsteps, underneath the whispering grass, underneath even your own slow thoughts, there is the sound of the waves, slow, unhurried, patient as breathing, each one rising somewhere far out in the dark, and gathering and rolling in, and folding softly onto the sand, and then drawing back again with a long and gentle sigh, to begin once more. The sea has been doing this for a very, very long time. Longer than the cottage, longer than the lane, longer than anyone now living can remember or say. And it will go on doing it, slow and faithful, all through the night, long after you have fallen fast asleep. You breathe in the cool salt air, and you let it out slowly, and you feel the long day loosen its hold on you, thread by thread. There is time here. There is all the time in the world. Nothing is rushing toward you. Nothing is slipping away. The evening simply holds, soft and unhurried, like a held breath that never needs to end. You pause at the door a moment, and you turn, and you look back out at the water. The last pale light is lying low and silver on the waves. A single gull turns once, far off against the dim, and folds away into the dusk. The first star has come out over the sea, and the water breathes in and out and in, slow and deep and endless. And something in your own chest begins quietly to match it. You step up onto the porch, and the old wooden boards are warm and worn smooth beneath your feet. There is a single lantern hanging beside the door, swaying just slightly in the soft breeze that comes in off the water. Its light moves in slow and lazy circles, painting gentle gold across the weathered gray wood, across the doorframe, across your hands. And above you, somewhere in the eaves, a wind chime made of small white shells turns quietly in the breeze, and every now and then it gives the faintest little music, a few soft notes, light as a held breath, and then falls still again. The door opens before you even reach for it, the way doors do in places like this, in dreams like this. Inside, the cottage is everything you hoped it would be, and somehow a little more. The air is warm and soft and smells of salt and wood smoke and something sweet, fresh bread perhaps, left to cool somewhere on the counter. A fire burns low and steady in the old stone hearth, and its light flickers gently across the walls, across the worn and faded rug, across the long shelves lined with curious little treasures gathered one by one from the shore. Smooth gray stones, pale and ridged shells, a piece of sea glass, the soft green blue of a winter sky, glowing where it catches the firelight. There is a deep and waiting armchair near the window, with a soft wool blanket folded over one arm, folded there, it seems, just for you. And so you cross the quiet room, and you sink down into the chair, and it holds you, the way the whole evening seems to want to hold you. You draw the blanket over your lap. You let yourself be still. There is nothing here that needs doing, nothing here but warmth and quiet and the slow gold light of the fire. Outside the window, the last of the light is leaving the sky. You watch it go. The blue deepens and softens and deepens again until the very first stars appear above the water, faint and silver, one and then another, and then more than you could ever count. The sea has turned to dark and moving glass, and as you watch, the moon lifts slowly over the horizon and lays a long, pale road of light across the water, a shimmering road that runs from the edge of the shore all the way out to the edge of everything, rising and falling, breaking and reforming with the slow swell of the waves. The waves go on with their slow and patient work below, in and out, in and out. And if you listen, softly, easily, without trying at all, you can begin to hear the smaller sounds folded inside the larger one. The gentle hiss of the foam as it spreads thin and lacy across the sand. The soft rattle and click of small pebbles drawn back down into the deep. And then the long, low gathering hush as the next wave rises far out in the dark and steadies itself and begins, patiently, to come home to the shore. You let your gaze rest on the moving water, and your thoughts begin to move as slowly as the tide, drifting out and easing back and drifting out again, each one softer and farther away than the last. You are not trying to think them. You are not trying to stop them. You are simply letting them come and go, like waves, like breath, like the slow turning of the long blue evening into night. The fire settles. A log shifts softly, and a few bright embers drift upward and wink and go dark. The lantern outside sways. The shell chimes turn and whisper and still, and you feel somewhere deep in the center of your chest the particular and perfect peace of being somewhere warm and safe, while the wide world moves gently on outside, asking nothing of you at all. There's nothing to do here. There's nowhere you need to be. No one is waiting for anything from you. The night is long and soft and dark, and it belongs entirely to you. The blanket is warm, the chair is deep and soft, and your eyes have grown heavy, that good and welcome heaviness that comes when the body finally believes, all the way down, that it is safe enough to let go and rest. You needn't hold them open. You needn't hold anything at all. Out on the dark water, a small boat with a single lantern bobs slowly toward the harbor, in no hurry in the world. You watch its little light for a while through half-closed eyes. It rises with each gentle swell and dips and rises again, a slow and sleepy rhythm, like a hand rocking a cradle, like the sea itself breathing in its sleep. Up and down, up and down. The boat drifts on toward home. The sea breathes. The fire glows low and gold. The lantern sways beside the door, and the waves keep folding onto the shore, over and over and over, the oldest and softest lullaby there has ever been, each one smoothing the sand a little flatter, each one carrying away one more small worry, one more leftover thought from the long day behind you, lifting it gently and drawing it out into the deep, dark water, where it loosens and softens and dissolves and is gone. There is nothing left now that you need to keep hold of. The sea will take it all and carry it out and give back only quiet. And still the sea goes on, soft and certain in the dark, folding and unfolding against the patient sand. You do not have to listen for it. You do not have to do anything at all. It will hold you whether you wake or sleep, the way it has held this small, warm cottage through 1,000 quiet nights, and will hold it through 1,000 more. You don't have to follow any of it anymore. You don't have to hold on to a single thing. You can let it all go soft now and loose and far away. Let your breathing slow to match the sea. In and out. In and slowly out. Let the warmth move down through you, from the crown of your head, down through your shoulders, down through your chest and your arms and your quiet hands, all the way down to the very tips of your toes. Let the sound of the water carry you now, the way it has carried so many sleepy souls in cottages like this one, on nights like this one, for 100 peaceful years. The tide is coming in, the fire is burning low, and you are already halfway into a dream. If you're still awake out there, just barely, just enough to still hear the sound of my voice, then let this be the very last thing I ask of you tonight. If this little place beside the sea brought you any comfort, any warmth, any quiet at all, then leave a like and subscribe, and I will have another story waiting for you tomorrow night. Another warm and faraway place to come and rest your head. But that is all now. No more asking, no more words, no more thinking of anything at all. The fire will keep its warmth. The sea will keep its singing. The lantern will keep its watch by the door. And I will stay right here, close by, and keep watch over you, while you drift the last gentle distance down into sleep. Rest now. You are safe. You are warm. You are held. Sleep well. Good night.